Wanted to make a video about this Summit 600 CFM carburetor, vacuum secondary. Just pulled it off my car in favor of a Brawler, but it might go back on depending on how the Brawler drives compared to this. But I will probably make a video about the Brawler at some point too. But this carburetor has just been phenomenal, and I drive that car a lot. I could drive it every day if I wanted to. It's never really given me any issues. It's almost like fuel injected. The only issue that I have with it is the floats are set right, so you don't have to think I have the floats set wrong. I have the level perfectly. It's got sight glasses, so you can see where the level's at, and I have it right in the middle. So it's not a float level issue. But when it sits, and it's not a power valve because it has a new power valve too, and I just ruled that out. When it sits, it I don't know if fuel drips down somehow, but when you try to start it and in the morning, it kind of takes a little while to crank. You have to actually pump it. So I don't know what's up with that, or if that's a normal how they run. But other than that, you have to I just pump it once, maybe twice, and then crank it, and it starts, no problem. But I know there are carburetors out there where you don't have to pump it and they start right up. I couldn't get this one to do that. But other than that, I mean, it pulls real strong on the top end. I don't remember my jetting, but my motor is I don't know, I would say it's mild. It's in the upper 300s, low 400s. I'm about to go on the dyno, not too far from now, but it's an LT1, mild LT1 on a 3rd gen, and converted over to a carburetor, and it has quite a bit done to the valve train and a mild port work done to the head. So it's in a really decent cam. So it's a good little street motor, but this carburetor's just been so good. Air fuel ratio about 12.5 at wide open throttle. Cruising, it's just dead nuts at 14.7, 14. It hovers around 14.3 to 14.7. Sometimes maybe goes, when you're cruising, it kind of fluctuates a little bit. Idle, I don't remember what I had at idle, but it is a little rich at idle. But I had to do that, I think, because of the cam. It's a 110 LSA, which isn't crazy, but yeah. This is kind of just how I had it set up, and I live in Texas, and this is, choke. Once it opens up, it's what it looks like, obviously, and this is how I have it set up for Texas weather. I don't remember, like I said, what my jetting is, but it doesn't really matter because on your combination it's gonna be different. But it just runs so good. I believe that's the stock accelerator pump cam. I don't know which side it's on, this side. But yeah, I would not hesitate. This is actually the second one that I've bought. The first one I bought also ran really super amazingly good. That went on a built 305 that we put together with Vortec heads, and this thing, just the one that it was originally on this car was another same exact carburetor that went on, fired right up. It's been running, it runs so perfectly, the dude can't believe how good it runs. Bought another one for my car. This one also runs insanely good. And yeah, so I don't know if there's some restriction with the secondaries, if they're opening up all the way. I don't really know. I haven't stuck a camera under the hood to see what it's doing under load, but I would maybe, I want, I never did mess with this spring in here. That's maybe one thing that I should have probably started messing with, but maybe look into that, fiddle with that. But obviously you got to set this cam right, or this lever arm correctly. Otherwise it's not going to give you a good pump shot. I also have the Thompson Performance. I think it's Thompson Performance. The little atomizer add-on that they sell, and that it just runs so good with this thing too. It helps a lot. It's more of like a fine mist. It helps atomize it on the pump shot, and it just works really well. But yeah, no, this thing does exactly what it's supposed to do. Even on my 355, it screams. It's a screamer, and for $379, it's really hard to beat, man. I have, I'm kind of looking for maybe a 20 or 30 horsepower boost with the Brawler. Hopefully I get that. But other than that, for what I paid for it and what it does, it's just an amazing carburetor. And so yeah, that's my review. And it's totally, if you're thinking about getting this carburetor, don't hesitate. The other thing I want to mention too is that there's instructions on how to torque these bolts. Do not over tighten them. I don't remember. I think it's like 25 inch pounds in an X pattern. I never, ever, ever over tighten these. I always used a torque wrench to torque the base plate bolts. I've always done that, and I never had any problems. And I've always ran the stock that piece that. Let me show you what that is. This piece here that comes with the carburetor. I've always run this. I've always run this with it, and never had any problems. So, yeah.